Looks like that was the farmer's market. We're back in action, so I'm gonna go to the next street up to avoid not being able to ride. All right, now we can kind of relax. A lot going on, but yeah, it's a 16-mile loop today. I'm hoping it ain't too crazy. I've never done it before, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I think the elevation gained is like 700 over the 16 miles. So I'm expecting to work a little bit, but that's cool. For today's hydration, I actually packed some green tea mixed with pineapple juice. It's pretty gas, but that's what we got to drink today. I didn't have any electrolytes. All right, so today's video, I want to talk about three things. They're all related. So I've been doing majority solo rides for three reasons. Let's start with number one. Number one is I've tried group rides, social group rides, aka maybe beginner, aka no drop, aka casual, and I still can't hang on. Now, as much as I'm frustrated about it being no drop and still getting dropped, it's kind of still like my fault. So I have to take responsibility in not keeping up and holding people back. So I think that's one of the biggest things. And I wish I could find more people who are my speed. On your left? And so when I'm showing up to these rides, I can hang on for a little bit, but it's either a hill or, yeah, I'd say mostly hills. That's where I struggle the most. Now, I've seen a lot of stuff online. You know, if you're a bigger rider, hills are going to be hard for you. And I truly believe that. But had a helicopter flying over, so wanted to give that a little rest. But yeah, the part of the issue with me being a larger rider, not being able to keep up on hills, but I think that just comes with fitness as well on the bike, and that's where I know I'm lacking. I feel like I'm the worst when it comes to trying to plan an activity outside, because here we are again. It's pretty dark. Not only am I too slow for group rides, but I also don't ride enough. And I believe that's something I want to change and should change, but cycling is not my top priority. I'm working on trying to build lower body strength, PT exercises, mobility for PT, not to mention trying to still work on the upper body, doing a little bit of cardio. But sometimes it just depends what I want to do. Kind of listen to my body. If I want to cycle, I'll get on the bike. If I want to run, I'll run. But I don't have a set plan. And I think that's part of my struggles as well. All right, I'm not trying to get rained on, so I'm about to turn around and head home. On your left? But yeah. So I'm not riding enough, and it's just not a priority. I feel like I'm trying to balance too many things right now, but there are definitely times where I could get on the bike a little bit more, like today. I got planes coming up, and I kind of found me a route just to kind of get out the house, and here I am still making some adjustments. Didn't do exactly what I wanted to do, but I got out the house. And that's what I need, is just consistency. So just taking more opportunities to get out the house and kind of build my cycling abilities. I think that would help so I can keep up during these rides. And number 3, I don't really have cycling friends. I've got one buddy, but our schedules don't really align. I've got another friend who rides, but kind of like me, I feel like he doesn't really ride at all. But that's pretty much it. And I thought by doing these group rides, I'd be able to make some friends. But it seems like at these group rides I'm going to, everything's like such a close knit. And so you get there, people are already in their groups. And I'm an introvert, so striking up conversation isn't always the easiest for me, but I have done so. It just doesn't really go anywhere. So I need to figure that out. But it seems like whenever I'm out riding, there are a ton of nice riders, people who are friendly. So I'm not sure what the difference is with these group rides. I don't know. I'm not thinking too much about it, but just a fact. I think if I had some people who are my speed to ride with, I would definitely ride way more often. So once again, being on the bike more, that might solve it. Being able to see the same familiar faces on trails and paths. Who knows? But yeah, look at this weather. We've had tons of rain and thunderstorms. As you guys know, I bought a motorcycle recently and I haven't been able to ride it due to weather. Now, I wish I could ride it more often, but now I wish I could ride it more often. And I think the weather's going to clear up after Monday. But man, the motorcycle has been quite the experience. It's fun, scary, and affordable, for me at least. I've been spending $7 a week in gas. And my FJ Cruiser normally fills up, to drive for the week. And it would cost me like $50. So I'm saving, 7, almost 8 times the amount of gas riding the bike, which is expected, but it's just kind of the icing on the cake. I don't want to get off subject here, but, as far as cycling goes, I could be doing more to be enjoying it more. But I just have so many excuses, and none of them are really valid. So maybe the heart just isn't in it to do a ton of cycling. I feel like I just kind of ride at my leisure. Maybe that's what keeps it fun though. But I'd like to do more. And one thing that I'm realizing is I need a hitch for my truck, because shoving my bike in the back of my truck hurts my soul. It makes me not want to really take the bike out, especially because I already have other things that are in my vehicle, because I'm an over preparer. I've got tools and stuff in my car, so if things break or something happens, I'll be good to go. So yeah, a hitch would be great, because then I can load the bike without damaging it or being worried about messing up the bike, scraping it, anything, right? So that's one thing I've been looking out for. Facebook Marketplace. I've been checking out the deals. I actually saw a bike rack today for $30. It was a 2-bike hitch, and I think it was a Yakima or something like that. I feel like they're pretty much all the same. It's just maybe the amount of bikes you can carry. Part of me wants to get 4 in case I get a squad or something, but everyone's got vehicles, right? Plus, I'm like, two is good. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's something that's in the works. Trying to do that. And then again, just hoping, riding more, getting this hitch. They both go hand in hand. And I can just kind of enjoy it. Like, this is totally fine going on riding on my own. But I feel like that's all I'm limited to. I can't really do anything else. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it. This is going to be a quick ride today, because I don't want to get stuck and rained on. Snow's probably not the biggest deal in the world, but it ain't worth it to me. So I'll try again next time, but at least the bike is prepared because I took care of it today. I did the sealant for the tubeless setup, refilled that today, double checked everything. So I'm pretty much ready to go for the next ride. Just looking over it one more time and pumping up the tires, and that should be it. But thanks for tuning in on this extremely short video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.